Our story starts in the Progressive Era with Jacob Riis. Riis was a progressive muckraker who photographed the slums of New York. He opened up the world of starvation to all Americans of the time. His photographs are some of the most famous in American history, and his reform on poverty changed America. Riis not only showed poverty, but the terrible conditions people lived in. Because of people like Riis, the federal government took some charge on the fight against hunger in the United States. The 1906 Pure Food and Drug Act regulated food and how it was being made. This regulation of food saved companies money overall and saved food. Soon after the Pure Food and Drug Act came the FDA in 1906. The FDA is a federal-run organization that focuses on the regulation of food. They set standards to be followed by all food chains across the country. The FDA tries to help awareness not only about what people are eating, but what companies are wasting. Even though there are organizations that look at food waste, there's still change that needs to be made. Waste is rampant in today's food market, and new companies are popping up every day. Americans waste more than 40% of the food we produce for consumption. That comes out to an annual cost of more than $100 billion. At the same time, food prices and the number of Americans without enough to eat continues to rise. Our question was driven from these statistics and the idea of food regulation. How are companies being conscious about food? Our quest to find the perfect fast food chain started with KFC. As we talked to the on-site manager, we were astonished by what we found. KFC throws out a rough estimate of 30 pieces of chicken, 10 sides of mashed potatoes, a tray of biscuits, and a couple trays of mac and cheese per night. These statistics are in one KFC branch. If you multiply the numbers for all 11,000 KFC locations, then the total number comes out to be 330,000 pieces of chicken per day. KFC is exactly what progressive reformers fought against: waste. This food could be shipped to the needy or not even produced at all. If more food is saved, the more food can go out to those who need it. Our second location was McDonald's. McDonald's was a stubborn company and refused to give us straight answers about their food waste. The site manager we talked to was stubborn and did not say a word to us. He wouldn't tell us how much they threw out or how much they wasted. However, the manager we had talked to at Arby's had previously worked at McDonald's and gave us inside information. McDonald's cooks everything before it was actually ordered. McDonald's uses hydrogenated onions, lettuce, and tomatoes. This means that McDonald's sticks their vegetables in water and then they become alive again and filled with water. This is terrible food for waste because it causes overproduction in packaged goods. If McDonald's does not use their vegetables before the expiration date, they go in the trash. A solution to this problem can be found by shipping in smaller quantities so that the food is used before it goes bad. This causes less overproduction, less waste, more money for companies to go back to other people. The third restaurant we attended was Arby's. Arby's did not overproduce and did not have very many leftovers. This is a step in the right direction for food companies since overproduction is a huge problem. By only using what we need, Arby's is not wasting food. This allows more food in the market to those who need it and will cut hunger and poverty, which is just what Riis sought to do. Yet, we still wanted to find a company who did some good with their leftover food, and that company was Leon Chin. Leon Chin freezes all their leftover food at the end of the night and ships it to Second Harvest. Second Harvest puts the food in the hands of the needies. They are known for distributing great amounts of food quickly and efficiently. In 2010, they collected 60 million pounds of food and are constantly pioneering ways to reduce waste. Second Harvest is a member of Feeding America, a national food bank of 200 locations. Members in Feeding America access to millions of pounds of food, of surplus food, and grocery donations from manufacturers and producers throughout the country. This relates back to Jacob Riis and the poverty of the Progressive Era. By sending their leftovers to Second Harvest, companies like Leon Chin are making a difference in the food situation, rather than ignoring it. Second Harvest will put food in the right hands after that. Leon Chin is one of few companies working to make a difference in the food game. Jacob Riis looked at poverty and opened the eyes of Americans. Companies like Second Harvest are trying to do the same, and you can help. You can help by eating everything on your plate and never throwing out food. If people across America eat everything they are given, food waste can be cut in half. If food waste is cut in half, the production gets cut and the food that would have been in the garbage goes in the hands of those who need it. Overall, companies are looking to do what is easiest and what will make them the most money. We need to be conscious about our food production so that waste goes down and more food goes out to those who need it. We need to look back at the Progressive Era and see what people like Jacob Riis did to make a difference. We need those same difference makers in our world today, and it starts with you.
Nothing to kill or die for, no religion too. Imagine all the people living life for peace. You, and you may say that I'm a dreamer,